Good morning and welcome back from your winter break. I hope it was very relaxing for you all and you're ready to get right back into things. So we are starting with math today, and we are going to be looking at subtraction for the first time this year. So we are going to start by learning a strategy to help us subtract. It's it involves kind of breaking apart numbers to make a 10, kind of working with friendly numbers to help us subtract. We did some of this in addition where we tried to make a friendly number to help us add our numbers. So we're going to first think about the problem 24 minus 6. So I kind of think about how I could break apart this number. I'm going to start by using my base 10 blocks to kind of show what I'm subtracting. So I've got 24. And when we are subtracting and we use our base 10 blocks, we don't build both numbers because we're not taking two numbers and adding them together. We're taking away one of the numbers. So I want to think about how I can get to a friendly number. I'm looking at 24 and I'm thinking, how can I get to a friendly number? I've got two 10s and four 1s. So if I were to take away these four 1s, 20 is a much more friendly number. So I have to think about my 6. What have I taken away from 20 now? I've taken away 4. I can have a 4 in 6. Okay, and I know to get to 6 from 4, I have to add a 2. So now that I've taken away 4, I will still have to take away 2. So when I think about this, I now have 20 minus 2, which is easier to subtract than 24 minus 6. So if I just break apart that 6 into some numbers, that will help me get a friendly number over here. So since I see that 4 in the 1's place, that's what I want to take away first. Because if I take away that 4, I'll be at 20. Then, if I need to count on my fingers, I can, or I can just think about it in my head or use a number line to think about 20 minus 2, and that is 18. So that means 24 minus 6 is 18. I have just made some more friendly numbers to help me solve and broken apart my 6. So that is what we're going to be focusing on as we jump into subtraction. We're going to focus on finding that friendly number by breaking apart that number that we're subtracting by. But do remember that this strategy isn't always the best one for every subtraction problem. You'll notice that it works for this one because that 4 is less than that 6. So when I do 24 minus 6, I'm going down to 18. I'm leaving the 20s. But if I had a problem like 37 minus 5, this may not be the best strategy because if I look at 7 minus 5, I can do that. That 7 is bigger than the 5. So if I just think, what is 7 minus 5? And I know it is 2. I keep my 3. So not much really changes. In this problem, the breaking apart strategy would not really be appropriate. It would not help us to solve as it did in this one. So just keep that in mind as you go about solving the problems. If you look at this, 4 minus 6, I could not have done that because if I have 4 M&Ms, I cannot give my friend 6 of them. Okay? So keep that in mind as we move on. When we look at our Go Math book, okay, a few of these practice problems, you have 55 minus 8. So it's teaching you here that if you take that 8 and you split it up into 5 and 3. And of course, there's quite a few things I could split 8 into. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 4 plus 4 equals 8. 7 plus 1 equals 8. But I've chosen 5 plus 3 because there's a 5 here in the 1's place. And if I take away 5 first, I will be at a more friendly number. Okay, because 55 minus 5 is going to be 50. I've taken away the 1's. So then I would have to do 50 minus 3. I've already taken away the 5. And I can think 50 minus 3, and I have this nice little number line up here. 50, 49, 48, 47. So I know it is 47. So I definitely have a reason why I break a number into a specific problem. For example, 5 plus 3. And 42 minus 5, I want to break that 5 into 2 plus 3 because there's that 2 in the ones place. And if I do 40 minus 2, I'm sorry, 42 minus 2, I will be at 40. And then I find it easier to subtract 40 minus 3. And again, if I want to, I can use my number line. If I go back, 1, 2, 3, I'm at 37. So what you're going to be doing today is completing page 319 in your Go Math book and taking a picture and uploading it to Seesaw. There will be an assignment there for you that says page 319 on your own. You'll complete the problems and then, as I said, upload a picture of it onto Seesaw. If you do not have your Go Math book for whatever reason, I will include a copy of this page so you can do it electronically on Seesaw.